Shalom. This thought is on targeted individuals and gang stalking. And if I had to make a title of it, I would call it, now which is it? What I mean by that is, many of us who are going through this experience, now that we reflect back at the beginning of our lives, where we can actually gather our thoughts and remember certain situations throughout our lives, we realize that we've been gang stalked from very early times. We just didn't know what was going on. Now, also, I'll throw this thought in there. A lot of the gang stalkers and certain ones will make comments like, well, you just reaping what you're sowing. And then I'll say something like, well, the scripture says a man shall reap what he sows, and it also says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of Elo, who people say God. Now, which is it? Which is it? And then some people say, man, why y'all always talking about the scriptures? Well, people was always talking about the scriptures. They've been doing that since the days before since the early times. In ancient times, when there was Torahs or scriptures or scrolls, you got the people that's talking about the scriptures, and you got the people that's trying to talk away from the scriptures, but they always referring back to the scriptures. Everybody does it. People, the believers that believe in a religion, or the people that say they don't believe, but they believe in not believing in the scriptures, because they always using the scriptures to show that they don't believe, and how wrong the scriptures is. So it's all going back to the scriptures all the time. So, okay. Now, which is it? If all have sinned and fallen short, how is it possible that a certain group of people is reaping what they sown? And not only are they reaping what they sown, they reap this day after day after day after day after day. How is that fair when all is falling short? And there's some people that don't never reap anything, and they doing dirt. Called even the gang stars. But so I had another thought too. I'm looking at all these movies and also Netflix. I was watching this, first what's the movie a long time ago? The series, the 100s, what's the other one? Was it 300? All these series though, there's always talking about the people that's coming back from the future and here now to save humanity, and then they're the ones that's targeted, and then now I'm looking at the one Travelers on Netflix. They have a time when certain people are being judged, and they have the military. I'm just telling the story. I'm not saying this is how anything is. No, I'm just telling you what I saw on this movie, on this series that's on Netflix, called Travelers. And then anyway, they had the military holding a tribunal, and it's not held at a so-called court building. It's held at a church. It's held in the actual church building. Man, they tell you all kind of stuff in these movies and stuff though. So and then also you get all these different movies and films where people are actually, the real them are actually on slabs, unconscious, hooked up to wires, just like the Matrix. Plug it in. And then they're living this fantastical life in fiction, away from their real body. Just like Neo, when he came to the realization, when he first got unplugged from the Matrix, he almost panicked, to say the least. But then as he grew into that character, him and the rest of his crew would have to plug back in to go in and fight the Smiths characters and different ones that's in the Matrix. And everything that's in the Matrix is trying to target them. Man, sometimes what they say, fiction meets reality, and a lot of things appear to be true according to the reality or the assumption of our reality, because things are totally different. So, in saying all of that, man, like I said, something is totally different. Also, these people, and the strange thing about this is, I truly believe we are the powerful ones. And the only thing that we're lacking is knowledge and understanding. And because if we knew what they knew or what they know, I don't think it would be any competition at all. Because anytime you have to, and also this is another thought I had. Going back to the scriptures, he said, "Do not, although you're in the world, don't be of the world." And apparently we're not of the world anymore because the world is basically turned on us. And then someone said, "Well, you're the evil ones." Well, if you count up the people in the world, they outnumber the targeted people in the world. So it appears to be more evil in the world than there is good in the world. But let me put it like this. I was looking at silver. They say silver kills germs and funguses and all these things that cause sickness by just putting a dab of it in the water. Also, like I said, if you put some chocolate in some white milk, put a dab of chocolate in the white milk and see what happens. Put a dab of gold in something and see what happens. It changes the whole concept of the world. If you hear what I'm saying. So you put a dab of good in a glass full of water and it changes the evil. That's why it's only a few. It only takes a few. It only takes a little dab of do. It only takes a few good ones to change the world. And the world don't want to be changed. It's fine just like it is. To them, anyway. So it has a problem with a little dab of good. A few good ones. A few good men. So, I would say do not let the world condemn you. Do not be afraid to do good. Do the good that's in your heart. Do good. The world don't want to be changed. The world don't want to be good. The world has a form of righteousness, but denies the power thereof. Because the truly good is not a show. Like for instance, I'm not judging anyone, but I'm just speaking. There's a form of godliness, a form of goodness that would tell you to go and donate to this. What are you doing for the community? I'm giving food. I'm supporting the basketball team for the youth. I'm doing all these things. That's good. But is your heart in it? Or are you doing it to be seen of others to be doing it? I would rather not give anything for show. But like I said, there's good. It's good that you're supporting. It's good that you're doing those things. But if your heart's not in it, and you're just doing it for show to be seen to be good, that's not good. But I would still tell you to do it because that's good for the kids. But I would rather do it from my heart. So, I don't know, that's just a thought I want to share. And do not let the world condemn you and put their trips on you because you don't measure up to what they're doing. Well, we're doing this. What are you doing? But why are you doing it? Why are you putting it on blast? Why are you putting it out there for all to know if you're doing it for the right reasons? Don't seek the glory to be good. Just be good. So those who are targeted, don't let them put your trips on you. You have not done nothing that deserves to be mistreated to the portion of what's been going on. That's why I say accept this for the purpose to cleanse yourselves, to not to go from appearing good to be good. That allow that to do that for us. And the true Elo, which they say God. See, because I'm seeking the true Elo. I'm seeking the true one, because we've been lied to so much. That's why when I spoke to him, and some people say, well, it's a her, because that's the mother nature, and hear what I say when I say this. I don't care if it's a he or a her. If I find out the truth, I just want to worship and praise the truth, the true one. And that's why when I speak and I pray and ask within myself, I want to know the true one, because we've been lied to so much. So, until next time, hope you hear what I'm saying, and shalom.